Alrighty, let's give about one more minute, then we'll go ahead here and start. All right, let's go ahead and start. My name is Jason Whited. I'm an instructional technology consultant here in the College of Education at East Carolina University. And today we're going to talk about Google Chrome. But first of all, let's just go to a broad view. So why use Google Apps, whether it be Google Chrome, whether it be Pages, Google Sheets, or Forms, or Docs, or presentations. And I mean, I found this, and I've now started to use this repeatedly through my presentations because I just think this is a good image of why you should be using Google Docs. I mean, first of all, it's cloud-based. So being cloud-based is it kind of takes away a lot of the excuses, plus it automatically updates. So they can't say they had an older version that they got lost, or my partner has the assignment, he's not here. Do you have a stapler? I can't wait on the assignment because I don't have the software, printer's broken, that kind of stuff. Because it's cloud-based, you can go anywhere at any time and use it. I just think that's a great thing. I also want to point out here that if you want to download this presentation, you get to it from here, and there's also sent an email that you got. So you follow along, and as you can see up here, I have somebody following along, Anonymous Moose, so welcome. So now, when people say Google, they usually think of Google Docs, Gmail, and then they also think of Chrome, but they don't really understand there's a difference. And the difference is that Google Chrome is the physical browser that you're going to use. So you download, you go online, you can search for Google Chrome, you download it to computer, you can use a lot of the other browsers are Firefox, Internet Explorer, and some Linux-based ones and stuff like this. But the most popular two are Firefox and Google Chrome. You also have Safari if you've got a Mac, that option. But it's a free software that you can download, browser. And like I said, this one's all about Google Chrome. So as you can see, I'm a big proponent of it. But when you look at Google Chrome, to kind of differentiate what you have up here, is you can see I'm signed into my Google Chrome because it says Jason up there. That means I've signed into. When you sign into Google Chrome, that means you have access to all your bookmarks and everything else. And I'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But then I also want to explain that this is my private Gmail. This means I'm signed into Google Docs, my Drive, and all of this stuff here. So that if I want to, when I go search here, I'll put my Google Drive. Once I signed in it to Google Drive, I get to all my Google stuff here. So there's my Drive, and then here's this presentation. So once I signed into it, which is this up here, and like when you sign into Gmail, once you sign into the browser, into your Google account, then you have access to it. And the thing about Google is you can use it on Firefox, you can use it on Internet Explorer, you can use it on Safari. So it's Google itself is pretty versatile, but then when you pair it up with Google Chrome, it becomes a more powerful tool. So like I was starting to say earlier, one of the biggest things about Google Chrome is that when you log into it, you can have all your bookmarks. So as you can see up here are some of my more popular bookmarks. Like this is the store that you use to register. So if I click on that, let's go back out of here. I'll do that. If I right click it, open a new tab, then that'll take me to the store that you're using to do this. Today's meets for the chat. IT assessment is something that I have to do for work, and some other where I organize my bookmarks. So when I go here and I just show my bookmarks, bookmark manager, you can see all my different bookmarks here. And like I said, you can organize them by folders and everything like that, and then you can have your individual ones that might not apply to any of the folders. So it's like I said, but then once you sign into Google Chrome, you have access to it anywhere. And you also can see your history, what you're doing in other places too. But it's really nice. Once you create it, your account, and you tie it all together, you can be anything. So I really like it that if I'm at home doing some work on my laptop, I have access to all my bookmarks. I'm working on my presentation, updating it. I don't have to try to refine them. Or I used to way back when have a like a master sheet, a document that I would email back and forth with all the links. But this has taken that away from it. You don't have to do that anymore. So now you have your Omnibox versus your search thing for like in Google Firefox, in Firefox. In Firefox, when you're searching it, you have your two, which one is the search. Over here, then you have that. But Google just said, you know what, we're going to put it all in one box. so you don't have to worry about it. So I can go up here and I can go here and go to my box up here, and I can just type in Steelers. I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so then I can search for it here. So everything I want to do is up there. I don't have to worry about, is it this one, is it that one? I just go up there and type right at the top of the screen up here. So that makes it really nice. You also have the ability to do as a calculator. So I go up here, I want to do 12 plus 12, and it shows me the calculator. So if you really want to do some quick math and you can't do it, you know, you can do it. So it makes it really nice for that aspect. I mean, Google's built a lot of stuff in there. Define. So if I want to define something, so I can go up here and let's go back here and let's go to my on the box and just type in define pizza. And then it's going to give me what the definition of pizza is. So, you know, you could just, instead of typing pizza in there and say, okay, pizza, then you get all the commercials on stuff like this and everything like this. I can just say, you know what, I just want to define pizza. And it does, it gives you that ability. And there's the definition. It skips all the advertisements, everything. So then you can also look at the definitions by Merriam-Webster, dictionary.com, Urban Dictionary, and all those things. So not only do you get, you know, Google's quick version, but you also can get the official version with the dictionaries and stuff. Timer. So I want to say, you know, I'm going to do timer. So I can say timer 10 seconds. And there you can see it's counting down my 10 seconds. So you could open a new tab, you want to put a timer on something, and you hear it, there it goes. Okay. So if you want to say, you know, I need to, you know, sometimes I use my phone as a timer stuff, but you're sitting at your computer, don't have to worry about it. Just jump up there real quick and put a timer for 15 minutes until maybe you have a meeting or something, another reminder, or you got to do something. So you have the option to do stopwatch too. So start. So again, just some little neat tricks that Google Chrome is built in. Now, the other thing that's nice too, though, is if you've got a lot of tabs like I do up here, and you know this is one that you're going to have open, but you don't want to really use very often, you can right-click it, and you can duplicate the tab. So now you have 2 tabs for that. Or you could close the tab. Mute the tab is really nice. So if you get something that's playing sound, that you can go ahead and mute the tab. So if I want to go over here to, let's just go to let's just find a video. Let's just go to YouTube video. And so you hear that. Well, now I can go ahead and mute the tab, and you see right up there, it's muted. So it's still playing, it's not. So if you might be doing something that you want annoying sounds UpX, like a game or something, you know, you never play a game on your computer, but if you haven't do that, you can mute it. So it's nice. But again, like you have the option then, so let's go back over here to this office one here. I can pin the tab, and what it does is it moves it clear over here. So there's my drive, but then there's a tab over here. So let's go to something that'll give you an icon. So let's go to USA Today now. Click on the tab. And then when I want to pin the tab, then all you see is the icon for it. So now, then when you're done with it, you unpin the tab, and it sits there, and you can close it. But then, so you've got 20 tabs, which let's say you keep like USA Today, you might refer back to it, Yahoo, ESPN, if that's what it is, or something you might check regularly. Like I have a help desk that I run here that I can check regularly. I can just click on the tab, so I don't have like all these big long tabs across there. So it's a nice little feature to it. Now, if you have any questions anytime and you've logged into our chat session, then I recommend that you, just go ahead and click on it. And it's today's meet, Chrome, 12 o'clock, and you got the link in your chat session. So if you've not already said hi, please say hi, but log into it. And that's a way to ask questions. So, okay, like I said, Google's really thinking about what they want to do and allowing you to do it and allow you to do stuff. So now the other thing, the area is, again, when we talked about Google Docs, Google Forms now, Google Sheets, you have the options. They've allowed third-party vendors to add stuff to make those things work better by add-ons. Well, what Google's done is it's giving the option for add-on extensions and apps. And now this is where the real power for Google Chrome comes back, is some of these third-party vendor things that just allow you to really take your browser from almost in itself to its own little computer, so that you don't have to worry. You can find an app for screencasting and everything like that, so you don't have to search for it or load up a program. It's right there. And we're going to talk about those now. So let's go. First of all, to get where you want to get them, you get them from the Chrome Web Store. And it's real simple to get to. You can go over here. You can just search for Chrome Web Store. And there you see you have your apps, extensions, games, themes, Chrome apps, websites, and stuff like this. You can, ratings for everything like that. Another option is like when I open my new tab, I have it for the web store right there. And that is the app for the App Store. So apps, like I said, apps are just basically links. They're links to websites and stuff. So like I said, when I come to over here and I want to search for my apps, I can search for music. And I can do apps. And now I have Google Music Play, Music Cloud, Music Launcher, Amazon Music. So those are just apps. So when I click to them, it's going to take me to the website. So let's try news for apps. Google's news, Batman news, Facebook news, good news, daily headlines, Facebook Messenger, social news, world news, U.S. local weather. So if I click on one of these and I want to add it to my Chrome, so which one do I want to add to my Chrome? Let's just go Batman news, add to my Chrome, add the app. And then if I click on Batman news, it automatically opens a new browser and it takes me to that web page. So it's just a basic link within your browser. And you can set it up that you can have it show here with all your browsers. So you have apps, all these apps, and I can do it, show you my web source down there. But I have all these different apps that I can go to. And here's a list. Again, if you can download the presentation so you can see some of these apps I really recommend. We'll talk about a little bit about them. So first of all, you have your got a question here. Okay. So we're talking about apps. And like I said, apps and extensions are third-party vendor tools that have been opened up for your Google browser. And see, there's some of the more popular ones that I use a lot. And it's Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, Edpuzzle, and Pad that I don't reuse, but I was at a presentation the other day and this person was really using them. So I've got them so I can use them. Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, and Hootsuite. So again, when I open up my browser, which has a list of all these, and see, I have a lot of them here. I have 3 pages worth of them. And so, but if I want to go to my Gmail, I just click it. And there's my Gmail. Or my new apps, if I want to open Google Drive, there's my Google Drive. So it makes it real easy instead of typing Google Drive or anything else that you can get to these shortcuts. And like I said, they have a lot there that when you look at them, Pandora for music. Hootsuite is one I use a lot for my social media. So I click on it and it automatically logs me in and everything. So now I have it up and running. So then now I have my just go to the one I'm following. So then, because I teach where I follow social media, especially in education, and this allows me to keep abreast of what's going on. So it's nice that, whenever I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go to this, just click here instead of typing in Hootsuite or whatever, it takes me right there. And you have a lot of options here. And like I said, there's a lot for work, but all work and no play makes Jason a very dull boy, however that expression goes. So I even have for some chess and solitaire and euchre and everything like this. And it's easy if you want to move them. So, this is Ed Puzzle. I'm going to move this out of here because that's really I can move it here. This is more of my fun one. And Padlet, I'll keep moving over here. And this means I want to, look at them. And I'm going to so it gets too cluttered. I'm going to just go ahead and move that one to the next one. And these are not ones that I really pay much attention to. So I have all these. So these are some of the ones I look at. So it's real nice that you can set it up when you're in your bookmarks to do all that. And I'm sorry, in your new tab. So you have the option once you bring a new tab up, you can do that. All right. So let's talk about extensions. Now, extensions are actual little, additions to your Google Chrome that will give it the real power. This is where the real cool stuff happens. Apps, like I said, just, hey, it'll kick you out. This is kind of a bookmark in its own way on a whole page that you can just click and go to a web page. But extensions are really cool. So again, when you go to find your extensions, you can go to your web app store, and then we want to do extensions. And I can do, but with the apps too, I can do this too. I'm sorry. I can select categories if I just want to do education to search them. Runs offline, runs by Google, free, available for Android, works with Google Drive. So you have something there that you can do. And then same thing with extensions now. And the web source changed. It's been updated. Didn't have this breakdown, but I can say, let's just do educational by Google, shopping, sports for extensions, runs offline, free. And now it kind of limits it. So you can now see all these different, and a lot of them are pretty, like Tweet right now is probably like the Owlet I'll talk about a little bit, but you can see, and I would highly recommend, like anything Google is find them, look at them, play with them, and see what you like about them. So let's go back to my presentation because now we're going to talk about some of my favorite extensions. Like I said, this is where the meat and potatoes of Google Chrome is. So I can go up here, and these are where all my extensions are. You can see them all right here. So my first one, Office Editing, like I said, I have a lot of them, and that just basically will allow you to edit in Google Chrome and Google Drive, Microsoft Office products like that. Another one is Awesome Screenshot up here. You can click on it, and I can capture selected area, capture entire page, select a local image, capture desktop. What I like about this is it captures entire page. We've all seen, web page, and you want to capture the whole web page, and I just keep scrolling for a long time. Where you just, instead of taking multiple screenshots, you can do that there. My favorite is Google URL shortener, and that is just so nice when I bring a web page, something like this. I click on it, and right there it shoots it, so I don't have to go to Bitlittle or one of those other ones. I just right there click on it, and I can get my shortened URL. Google. So Grammarly spec, this is pretty nice. It'll spell check it, and I'm not the best writer, so it's nice that it automatically checks within your document. So if I'm typing something, it'll do not just spell check, but grammar too. So it'll highlight it and say there's an issue here, and you go through and look at that. Google Docs Quick Create, this is nice. By clicking this here, nice. I want a new spreadsheet, new presentation, new drawing, new form. So let's say if I'm under the new document, I click it, and see it's tied into my new document up there. So I've already created it, and it will, I want to change it right now. I'm going to go to noon. I go to my drive, and I'm going to click recent here. And there's my test noon. So it's a nice, quick, easy shortcut to create a document or a form spreadsheet. So I don't have to go around it. I always have the option to go in here and then find look through all this, find my Google Docs, click that. Well, that's nice to take me to that, or if I'm in my, I'm sitting in my Google Drive and go up here and create it or new. But if you're in the middle of, again, I'm at day and I see something and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I want to write something, a quick note about it. I can just do that, and I've created it. So it makes it real nice for that. You also have the Easy Bib toolbar, and this is one that I came across not too long ago, so I've not played with it much, but it'll cite. So I'm here. Let's go. We'll bring that up, and I'm going to go here. I go to my Easy Toolbar, cite on Easy Bib. And there's the content is Trump's manager, USA Today, create citation, then go view my bibliography. And now there's my Jason Trump. So now it's a great way to copy and paste the citation. And it's a great way to just get a quick citation for something you might find. So if you're doing some research, it's a great, like I said, it's a great way to get that quick citation. Ad guard, ad blocker is great. It'll factor out a lot of the ads. So again, when I go to USA Today, let me refresh this. We'll close this out. And you watch it right up here. It's blocked six ads. So it'll block a lot of your ads. So you can get, there's actually a YouTube blocker and stuff like this. So again, they're nice that you can do that. So you don't have these ads all popping up. Screencastify is another really good one. This will allow you, when you click on it, I can record the desktop, a tab, which means I can record this tab here if I wanted to, just the audio, video, embedded webcam, show preview window, you cam. So again, play with it, but it's a nice, instead of going to, I actually have a Mac, so I have QuickTime, which I use all the time. But if you've got a PC, instead of if you just want to do a quick screencast, it's a great little tool to use. Just click start recording. You show preview window, which will show what you're talking about. So, but again, those are real nice ones. And then read and write with Google Chrome. That one is not bad. Like I said, try to point here. But this whole list is here. If you download the presentation to go ahead and see it. And I've got a bunch of them across here. And you have this one, one tab, which means if you need to tab, if you want to, crafty text, you've got the option to Skype calling right there, to add a block for YouTube, like I talked about. There's my Dropbox for Gmail, Cisco web extensions, whiteboard. If I want to click, I can click on that, do it, and now I've got a whiteboard, and I can line settings and play with it. So I can close it. So again, just play with them. Movie note, save to Google Drive. What this one does, it'll save something directly to your Google Drive. This one will split your tabs. You can pick Monkey, Extensify, and stuff like this. Again, there's so many there that you just have to go out and play with them. If you want to click schedule a meeting, you can do that too. So, like I said, there's a ton here for it. So any questions? So again, if you need to find, when you find your apps and extensions, just click your web store here and you can look through it. Themes are kind of your background. If you want to change your backgrounds, you can look at them, play with a little bit. So you can say, let's do that one. So I click on that, add to Chrome. So now my background is that. So, it's a nice little way to do it. And Undo it. And it just leaves me with my back simple one. So, you got your themes there. And like I said, again, of course, games, you can look at these, and they've really separated this out recently. There's a lot of games that you can play online, computer, look at those. But the real thing is apps and extensions, and not so much apps. Apps are just, kind of like bookmarks, but you can have them in one place. And I really recommend looking down through these to see what you want to find. And then you also have your extensions, and this is where the real power comes. So let's just look and see if we can find a new one. So let's do one for fun. And then you could say by Google, and these are the ones, or you can say I want these ratings. So you have these different ones, but if you don't want fun, you want to say developer tools. So you can look at them, and like I said, play with them. I mean, you have a lot of options. Works with developer tools, no result C for that. But for blogging, works with Google Drive. None. That have that also have that rating. So I took that off, clear that. It works with Google Drive, still nothing. So, but I highly recommend you look and play with it. So the thing about Google Chrome is that you have to play with it. So this is a shorter one. You'll still get your full time for it. But if you've got any questions, go ahead and ask them, either through the chat or email. But we'll talk about, thanks for attending today's session. Please fill out this form here, which is also an email I sent you. So go ahead and do that. But I also want to talk about EdCamp a little bit. That's coming up on April 23rd. You can still enroll in it. It will be from 9 to 3. If you've not got any information about it, it's worth 0.6 CEUs. It'll be here on campus in Spate. It will be free lunch, free like a breakfast and a snack. But it's just kind of it's an uncamp, which means that we'll be going along and doing lots of fun things with educational technology. And I really can't tell you what's going to be talked about because it's really with the people that show up. We've got pretty much like almost 40 people coming, so it can go anywhere. And it could talk about Google Chrome. It could talk about teaching online. It could just talk about favorite apps to use with an iPad in a classroom, and then people can talk about it. But really think about coming if you can. Like I said, it's free, and you get 0.6 CEUs. Which again can be tied into our sessions here. So if we know that you attended EdCamp and you've attended 4 sessions here, then you can get your CEU in technology. I do have to stress that it's technology. It cannot be counted as any other one, but it's technology. And then the other thing from EdCamp is we'll be kicking off the Eastern North Carolina Instructional Technology Collaborative. The long term, what this is, we're hoping to build a collaborative amongst our partners in the K-12 world and our faculty here to offer PD. And that's not just PD I'm offering or PD Holly Fales, my coworkers offering, or Dan Zuberbeer and TRC, but we want to find people out in the field in the K-12 classroom or in the higher ed classroom who want to offer PD on something that they come across. It might be an app, it might be something more Google Classrooms that they might be able to have, they have more connection with than I do or something like that. But just, we wanted to, and then again, we'll facilitate it, and it will be again worth the 1/10 of a CEU that you get if it's a session I'm offering. I'll still facilitate it, or Hollywood. So if it's at 9 o'clock at night, I would be there and say introducing you or whoever's doing it, and you go talk about the subject, and I'll show you how to fill out the forms and stuff like this to get your CEU. But we'll facilitate it, but we're looking for partners out there who want to do it. And so that's all I've got. This is a short session because Google Chrome, really, the biggest thing is look at the apps and extensions and play with them. It's a really neat, it's a powerful tool. Like I said, you get your bookmarks everywhere, but these right here, these extensions are pretty powerful. And I use, like I said, my most popular one is this one right there. as a shortener, but I use a lot of the others too. You even have what up here is Google Scholar. So I want to find articles on pizza. Go ahead and I can find. So those are actual Google Scholar articles. So if I want to do something a little more scientific, you can look for it. So it's a nice way to do research up there. Like I said, there's so many out there. So all you can do is play with it. So that is all I've got for today. If you down this presentation, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that there. Connect with me on LinkedIn or on Google+. And this is one I'm still exploring this year, but it's a great one if you really want to get involved. Seriously think about the Ed Camp and maybe either attending more of our sessions next year for the ENC, ITC, or even hosting them. So if you got any questions, go ahead and shoot me and or an email at white@jecu. But I'll hang out here for a little bit because I know it's kind of a quick session. But again, as a recap, Google Chrome is a powerful tool, and tied with Google Drive and stuff like this, it makes it a lot better. And you take your bookmarks with you. The Omnibox is a very powerful tool. And these little short things that you can do. And like I said, I use pin to tabs a lot. And then extensions and apps. And extensions, to me, is probably the biggest part. I have a lot there I use. So I'll hang out here a little bit. If not, then have a good day. And if it's spring break for you, I hope you're enjoying it. All right, I've answered a few questions. If there are not any, I'm going to go ahead and end this session. Feel free to email me at white@jecu.edu if you have any other questions. Have a good day and a good spring break if you're on it.